Hello, I'm Kalgoth, and we're playing some Magic the Gathering Forge. Last go here, we um, did a draft, did really well in the draft. Oops, just went into town. And now we got a quest. What is our quest? Oh, yeah, eviction notice. We are to clear out all enemies from this dungeon. Okay. Um, just checking. There's a Sphinx. Pretty slow move in. We can just avoid it. And then there was a elephant we just saw here. Okay. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. And we have to clear them all out. Clear out this cleric. So these are probably going to have cards that we want. That's part of the reason why we went over here. I do have a turn 2 play. Two turn 2 plays. We'll keep. Oops. We'll cancel. Play the planes. You probably hear my dogs clunking around in the background. This is a planes. It comes to play tap. Put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Play this only if you control 2 or more white permanents. Okay. That seems fun. Well, I've not actually seen this card before. Is that Shadow More? All right. Swamp. And then we'll play the Vengeful Blood Witch. Pass turn. And then this is just basically here for any removal. Luminarch Aspirant. It is the alchemy version of Luminarch Aspirant, and therefore I'm not particularly interested. Unfortunately, that does mean our Heartless Act just removed counters from it, which is not something that we're too excited for. Johnny's Pride Mate, the Aspirant is just going to get out of control. We're looking for another one of our removal spells. We also want some more mana. We didn't draw any mana here. At the beginning of your end step. So the alchemy version is end step instead of combat. It's interesting. And they're playing Elvish Healer. One prevents 1 damage to any non-green creature or any player, or 2 damage to any green creature. Huh. It's interesting. We do get a Healer's Hawk. That can start growing our Johnny's Pride Mate to kind of keep up with Luminarch Aspirant, and then maybe we can trick it out. We'll pass for now. We're going to take the 3. Hallowed Haunting. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of spirits you control. Okay. And then he gets his +1/+1 counter. We are still very much not... Oh, he's preventing the damage so we don't get the life gain. So if he attacks in, I can block with my Johnny's Pride Mate and then remove 3 counters from him. And then we'll Heartless Act. Remove up to 3 counters from the Luminarch Aspirant. 3. And then the Elvish Healer does nothing there. Oh, we do get our 3rd mana finally. We're going to swing in with the Healer's Hawk. Oh, we should have swinged in with everything. Kind of blinded at the moment. All right. And they put the Luminarch Aspirant, what does it say? Bottom of your library. Okay. And they played a Dick range, get a +1/+1 counter on that. And locks it on Mender, can regenerate target artifact. So this is Cleric Tribal that we're playing against. There are definitely some Cleric cards that we want, but Oh, so this is gonna be nuts. So we're gonna play. Oh, we can't. We need a second white source because if we played Archangel Elspeth and then +1, it creates a 1/1 soldier creature token with lifelink, and then that would trigger off of here. But no, you can't do that. Okay. Felidar Savior. And then we are going to put the counters like so. And then we're going to swing. We're going to swing in. We're not overcoming this yet. We're still going to deal 1 damage and gain 1 life. Oh, we should have... Okay, I'm kind of making some mistakes here. I haven't played in a little while. So I'm kind of like, protection from black, that's fine. Let's have some Battle Priest. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, gain 2 life. Okay. Marauding Blight Priest. We'll get that life gain trigger. And then we'll swing in with both of our flyers for now. And then, because I don't have any flyer blockers. And let's see, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I still think I swing in here because it'll basically take care of their whole board state if they choose to, if they choose to block. And then now we're just going to deal range onto their 3/3 to make it a 4/4. And then code spell cleric. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if the second spell cast a certain +1/+1 counter target creature. That's fine. Now we're just going to swing in with all our flyers. Yep, just the flyers. Prevent the damage. But that's not enough. And then next turn we got them. We could have had them already. I want to declare blockers. Oh, it's got shadow as well. Okay, I didn't realize that. It's kind of a... This is a alchemy card. So 1/3 for 2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, or you cast a party spell, choose a party creature in your hand. It perpetually gets. I really don't like the alchemy cards, but that's all right. We're gonna play our Elspeth. And then we're going to put 2 +1/+1 counters here. Oh. I apparently just made another creature. All right. It's fine. Either way, that both equals out to just the win. Back to the adventure. Okay. Played a little... Had some mistakes there, but ultimately we're doing okay. I'm going to start marking cards for sale. When it enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/1 white soldier creature tokens into the battlefield that would equal to your devotion. It's a 1/3 for 6. We can sell that. We'll sell this Abyssian Priest. And idyllic range we actually might keep. So, and then let's go to this other one. Apprenticed White Wizard. Apparently we beat 2 of these. Let's see here. We're great on mana. We have a tutor. We have a removal spell. We have 2 removal spells. No actual creatures, but we can control them until we do have creatures. There's a creature. We'll play our tap land first. It's a 1/1 with a lifelink, and it gets +1/+1 as long as you control a Johnny Planeswalker. Interesting. And then this is, you may search, when it comes, it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield. You may search for your library for a planes card, put it in the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle it. This helps against land removal. And then land tax. So now we have Heartless Act up. I think we still just take the 1. Bestow double strike. Enchanted creature has +1 and double strike, and you didn't bestow it. But I think I'm just going to remove that while I have the option. And then I'm going to play my Swamp, so I can potentially have Grim Tutor. And then I'll play my Marauding Bright Beast. Path of Bravery. As long as your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, creatures get +1/+1. Okay. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, you gain life and new number of attacking creatures. Okay. I guess I wouldn't mind that card. He chooses not to attack. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may gain a life. Okay. We'll play our Healer's Hawk. And we'll play a Swamp so we can Grim Tutor. This is sorcery speed, so we have to do it now. What do we want? We have 4/5 mana. We can get to 6 mana. If we want, we can play Liliana. Archangel of Wrath we can do in kick. 2 damage to any target, and then flying lifelink. Elspeth we can just start pumping out 1/1s. So I'm leaning between the 2 different planeswalkers because they don't have an ability to basically remove them right now. I can play Elspeth next turn, so I'm going to do that. I would have to wait on Liliana. Okay. We're going to put Elspeth out. And then I'm going to do this. And the reason I'm doing this is I want the 3 life gain per turn. And then I'll start plussing her next turn. Eidolon of Countless Battles. This and if it was enchanted, it gets +1/+1 for each aura you control, which is currently basically nothing. Okay, play planes. We are going to start swinging in, and then we're going to create our 1/1 with lifelink, and then we're just going to keep up with that. Heliod, Soundcrund is an indestructible, and then whenever you gain life, you get a +1/+1 on target creature or enchantment you control, and you can give things lifelink. And they play in a Serra Sanctum? Oh, I didn't see that. That's pretty nuts. Okay. I can't destroy this, but I might be able to take them off of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it's 7, I can't take them off of the... Okay, I'm gonna put 2 +1/+1 counters there, and then it's flying, and then we're gonna swing in, and we're gonna gain 6, and then unless he's got a flyer, well, actually, then we win because of the life gain, and our Marauding Blade Piece does 1 damage, 1 life gain. Okay, great. There's some cards that I wanted here. This is okay. It's a 1/1 with lifelink. This is interesting. And then we got some money. I was hoping for that Heliod. A monk. Okay, we haven't fought monks yet. We keep because we have turn 1 play. And play the Healer's Hawk. They have red, apparently. So a 2/2 for 2 with lifelink. Instant sorcery spells you control have lifelink. Next time you would cast an instant sorcery spell from your hand this turn, put that card in your hand as it resolves instead of your graveyard. So they can pay 4 and then just bounce spells back. That's kind of like late game, but could be good. Okay. Play our swamp. We don't have a turn 2 play. I think the best thing is just swing in over the top, get our life gain going. And then they're going to hit me for 2 and gain 2 back. And then whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, it does 2 damage to that creature. So we want to play our planes. We have Stroke of Midnight if we want. We can play the Stormkirk Blood Thief. As a 2/2, it'd be a 3/3 if we swing in with the Healer's Hawk. Which makes it a profitable block. I think that's what we do. And then we play our Blood Thief, and then we get our... And then next turn we start pumping out 1/1s. And... Renowned 1. I think we do block here. And then whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. You gain 2 life. Okay. Pride Mate. If we grab a land and then the next turn we can do Luras and Pride Mate, that seems pretty good. We're gonna play this, and we're going to just pump out 1/1s for now. And then we're just gonna keep pumping out 1/1s, and then I don't think we attack right now. It's a 2 mana for a 0/4. They didn't reveal a dragon, I don't think. When it enters the battlefield, if you reveal a dragon card or control the dragon card, draw a card. That's the Defender of Flying. Okay. So... I think we double block here. And then we go like this, and then we replay the Healer's Hawk with our Luras, and then we create another 1/1. So that way we still double spelled. We have Luras out. Luras can't get the Stormkirk because it's 2 or less, but we can keep getting back the Healer's Hawk every turn. We can get back the Johnny's Pride Mate if we need to. This is a 2/2 with Vigilance. Power and toughness equals the number of creature control. When it enters, put 2 1/1 spirit tokens with flying on the battlefield. Okay. And then they choose not to attack. Planes. Okay, so play the Johnny's Pride Mate. Keep up Stroke of Midnight. We need a second swamp to play Liliana. We're at 5 mana, so we are 2 mana off of playing our Herald there. So we are keeping up Stroke of Midnight. We are going to swing in with the Healer's Hawk. We're going to use the soldiers as a blocker. Okay. We're going to deal the damage here. Crit a soldier with lifelink. Do I replay my Hawk from the graveyard instead of keeping up? Yeah, I do. I think at this point I do keep up. I do play my Healer's Hawk rather than having Stroke of Midnight up. Whenever it deals combat damage to the player, if you control a blue or red permanent, you may discard if you draw a card. Okay. And we want the Healer's Hawk there and Soldier's Token there. And then that's going to buff our Johnny's Pridemate. Snarl coming to play tapped. That does mean we could play Liliana next turn. So with Lurrus, we will replay the Healer's Hawk. Do we want a Johnny to be a 7/7 with flying? Then he could just get in. Actually, oh, I created a 1/1. I meant to make my Lurrus flying. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna keep back for now. I'm pretty much going to steamroll next turn. Whenever this creature enters, return target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less from graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, compel each tap target creature an opponent controls. And then in his graveyard, he's going to get the Soulfire Grandmaster back. And then he's going to recast it. And he's tapping our Johnny's Pridemate, which is fine. I am going to block here and gain some life. And then look at my hand. I think I'm going to create the 1/1 and create a zombie. And then they really have to deal with Liliana or I just beat them. Flying wise, I think I want to keep my Healer's Hawk back as a blocker for this turn. They play a Morph. They decide not to attack. Okay. So now I go to Liliana. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. I'm going to do Healer's Hawk and the zombie token. Chooses the monk and a face-down creature. And then we're going to grab 2 cards, which is mana. Okay. We'll do this. And then we'll swing in for 9. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. They play a 4/4. But you don't have any flyers there. So we'll just go to flyers and boom. That was a little bit more puzzly, gamey. But that was fun. All right. This is an interesting card. You can't block when it's put in the graveyard. Put it back into play flipped. And then it says, really hard to read, creatures control get +2/+2 and they have flying and fire breathing. That's really fun. I like that card. When this enters the battlefield, you may search your graveyard, hand, and or library for an aura. Put it on the battlefield attached to it. If you search the library, shuffle. Okay. That's kind of expensive, so I'll keep the land. There's 2 of these Bone Weaver Giants. Okay. And then we got some shards. Then we're gonna go fight this other Apprentice White Wizard. We'll keep. We have a turn 2 play with our sadistic Pilgrim. Or the Siphoner. I think I'd like the sadistic Pilgrim first. And then a Johnny's Sunstriker is a 2 for 2 that has a lifelink. Okay. Another one. Well, I'm going to play my Johnny's Pridemate. And then this is going to be... Pridemate, I think, is better than the Sunstriker. And then my Pridemate's going to get real big real quick. So they played the Johnny's Mantra, which we've seen, and then also the Griffin area. If they gain 3 or more life, they get a 2/2 Griffin. Okay. We will play our Siphoner. We're going to keep 1 mana up for our Divine Resilience. And then we're going to attack in. Great. And then play their Double Striker again. Another Griffinary. Excuse my dogs. I made a noise with my mouth, and she freaked out a little bit. So I'm going to attack in with the Pridemate. And they do choose to double block, and I will Divine Resilience without the kicker on my Johnny Pridemate. And assign my damage like so. And then I'll play my Vengeful Blood Witch and be good for combat next turn. Oof. Armored Ascension. So now I am definitely going to play a swamp. I need a second white for that. I'm going to Stroke the Midnight this. I think I just attack in with the Pridemate for now. Yeah, they can double block this successfully and then just eat it, so I'm not going to attack with that. And then I'm going to keep up the Stroke of Midnight. Johnny's Chosen. Whenever an enchantment enters the control and enters the battlefield, create that a 2/2 cat creature token. Okay. Now I need to gain a little bit of life. I'm going to attack like this. And then if he blocks there, I get my Vengeful Blood Witch trigger. Yeah. Then I get my Vengeful Blood Witch trigger. And my Elias El Core trigger for a creature I control dying. And then I'll play my Blood Thief for another life gain. All right. And then I put myself out of death range. these things will trade now. Chooses to only attack with one. And then... Okay. I can Heartless Act. So I can kill something. So I am going to destroy target creature with no counters on it. We're going to tap here. And then we're going to play our Sunblessed Healer without the kicker to get the life gain. And then we're going to attack in here. And... Oh, man. That again. Oh, it gives it flying. That's a problem. But he messed up by attaching it to the cat token instead. I have to do this. I am still dead because I don't have any flyers myself. Yeah. All right, let's go heal. All right, and then let's continue to clear this out. Let's go back there. And actually, I'm thinking I'm going to start this the next episode here. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we're just going to clear this out and finish this. We'll see you in the next one.